Incredible video now of a group of young people in Norfolk damaging property and creating a dangerous situation at the same time.
Ashley Knight shows us what was caught on camera and has more from the woman who recorded it.
That's right, Aisha and Regina. Shocking video, to say the least. This woman didn't know what to think when she saw what was going on, but she hopes no one gets hurt if it happens again.
That's not something that usually happens in this neighborhood. Like, this is a usually quiet neighborhood.
It wasn't quiet Sunday night around 8:15. This is what a neighbor caught on camera in the 1000 block of Redgate Avenue.
So I open my door and I just immediately smell the smell of burned rubber. And I see him across the park just doing donuts, doing burnouts, shooting fireworks. Then the flamethrower.
You can see a large group of people with one person spilling gasoline on the pavement and it quickly going up in flames. Then you see the young man with the flamethrower walking among the bystanders. Some people we talked to describe the scene as complete chaos. The next day you can see the damage leaving its mark. Alita, who doesn't want to show her face, says some of the kids were throwing fireworks into the fire, putting everyone in danger.
But you just see like sparks coming towards the gas, and one of them landed right in it, and it just went while everyone's like right there. I'm worried for y'all because y'all are gonna hurt yourselves.
What goes through your mind when you open the door and you see all of that happening right outside?
I'm just very confused how they got there, why our neighborhood, why that. It's just so random.
She says a police car did drive by.
He turned on his lights and everyone scattered. But really, I think they heard the fire truck. I think they heard the sirens from the fire truck and that's what scared them, so they left.
And she hopes it'll go back to being a quiet neighborhood.
So it's like a worry of everyone, like loss of life, loss of limb, loss of property, loss of vegetation, everything.
Now, Norfolk police say an officer was dispatched to a call for disorderly conduct and say MPD proactively tracks and monitors street takeover events. They say detectives will conduct a follow-up investigation and ask for anyone with videos or pictures or really any information to submit it to police through their public service portal. We'll have that up in just a bit at wavy.com. Ashley Knight, 10 on your side.
Well, some Norfolk residents hot about this dangerous display of pyrotechnics Sunday night. By now, you've seen these images of what's called a street takeover in West Ghent. Police have arrested the man they say was waving the flamethrower here, but those who live here are also raising their voices, and Markeisha Jackson was at tonight's neighborhood meeting.
City officials like the Norfolk police chief, the area city council representatives, and a slew of other authorities took questions from citizens about Sunday's incident. One of the big questions was surrounding the police response time. Chief Mark Talbot says what happened Sunday was a rare instance of everything happening all at once.
It was an unfortunate collision of events.
Tonight, authorities laying out the timeline of what took place on Redgate Avenue in West Ghent Sunday.
As these folks are dispersing, they are driving like bats out of hell down the street. It was unbelievable.
West Ghent is the area of Norfolk that Courtney Doyle represents as a member of city council. It's also the neighborhood she calls home. She described what she saw Sunday.
It was 18 minutes. And for those who were there experiencing this mayhem and chaos, that is an eternity.
Councilmember Jeremy McGee also at the meeting, calling what happened unacceptable. Police Chief Mark Talbot says his team was fully staffed on Sunday. The determining factor for their response time to the meetup came down to the fact that a call took precedent over the first 911 calls about that meetup. Another 911 call came in shortly after the meetup calls from someone who said they were being chased by a group of people where one of them had a gun. So officers were rerouted there. One officer arrived at the meetup initially, but he says more officers did arrive shortly after.
We have an exceptionally good police department that is one of the, this is my fifth organization, and easily the best in terms of its ability to find the bad guys and increasingly the bad girls and do something about it.
In fact, Norfolk police have already arrested the man they say was waving the flamethrower, and they are looking for others. But West Ghent residents still had several questions for authorities.
I think we all agree that the behavior we saw Sunday was unacceptable, and I think we've heard from some of the crowd that the behavior is not isolated.
All in all, authorities and residents agree meetups like these are a nationwide problem that will take a collaborative effort to stay ahead of, and one they will fully prosecute. Police are still investigating what took place on Sunday. If you have any information you'd like to provide, you're urged to contact police. In Norfolk, Markeisha Jackson, 10 on your side.
I'm speaking on Norfolk because I'm from Norfolk, right? I'm from where they are reporting on right now. In my honest opinion, I don't think you're going to see too many of these. Because as you see, they had an emergency meeting and all of them were right. That doesn't happen. Like a teen takeover does not happen. Let me tell you something about Norfolk. It's a bunch of followers, no trendsetters, a bunch of followers. So guaranteed, they see how cool it looked when they seen other teens doing it in Cali, when they seen them doing it in New York, when they seen them, or I think that was New York, when they seen them doing them in different places on the internet. They look on their phone, social media, and they see a teen takeover taking here, doing here. They thought it looked cool, and they decided they just randomly do it one day. They're followers over there. They're not trendsetters. They're followers. I've grown up there my whole life. They're followers over there, okay? None of them thought this idea up. They saw it, thought it was cool, decided to do it. That's it. Now, as you see, when you see the emergency meeting, that's West Ghent, right? When you see an emergency meeting, you see the majority of the demographic in that emergency meeting. West Ghent is a nice area, you know what I'm saying, with money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so, and I'm not saying one demographic is synonymous with it. I'm just saying it kind of gives you an idea of what kind of neighborhood that is, like what kind of area that is. And that's not that kind of area at all. And it's like not even too far from my high school. All right. I'm like, that is not what happens. All right. These teen takeovers is because these teens right now, they're a bunch of followers. So they seen this happening with other teens in other places, thought it looked cool. And he thought he one-upped them by having a whole flamethrower. Guarantee is not even his. Guarantee is his parents or something. I'm like, if that person's a teen or what, guarantee it. This does not happen. Okay? Not in my city. It doesn't happen. Them people in West Ghent, they have money over there. All right. I'm talking about big houses on the water. You know what I'm saying? That overlooks, like, I guess you call it a lake or something like that. I'm like, understand that. Like, this is our beach. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and obviously that's like 30 minutes away, 30, 40 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? The ocean front. But what I'm saying, and there's, bad places in between the beach and West Ghent. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bad neighborhoods off to the sides, right? But in West Ghent by itself, I'm like, it is not that kind of area where these takeovers happen. All right. And this wasn't even one of those crazy takeovers that you see like in other states and stuff. It's not like Detroit, Cali, you know what I'm saying? Michigan, Cali, and a couple other places that you've seen these crazy takeovers. As you see, it wasn't that takeover. It's a dude with a flamethrower and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one car or something like that's it. Cause it does not happen. And they're a bunch of followers. It does not happen. That's why they had an emergency meeting. Like, they don't play that. Like, nah, that's why they got an emergency meeting. Nah, you gonna stop this right now. We ain't them other states. We not them other cities. We're not. Like, we don't do that over here. You know what I'm saying? We got some class over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some couth and know how to live around other people. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think about these teen takeovers and this stupidity in the middle of our streets and intersections in the comment section. Like, subscribe, hype me up, all that good stuff. Till next time, I'm out. I feel like I'm good on my own. Don't need nobody beside me.